Hello folks, Sailing Prepper here with the new camera. Well, I have to say, the new camera works good. Okay, it's a recorder, it's what I should have been using in the first place. I have to say that. Now, beyond that, this is what, the box original, but the actual machines in my room. This is what I was using. A Fire 8 from Amazon. Don't get anything from Amazon. They're junk. Why? They restrict everything you can do. They want you to pay for everything. And then things like what used to work okay, like my volume, if you look at my original videos, they were okay. They weren't the greatest, right? So, what can I say? It was something I tried out, and then I eventually broke down and got the camera. However, I found out that the camera will work with anything Android-based, laptop-based. It will not work very well with my Amazon Fire. In other words, putting videos on there to edit them is going to be difficult for me. Okay? So, it is what it is. You know, it's a piece of junk. Eventually I got to get better software or better hardware, sorry. Maybe, I'm not sure about it because I don't know much about them. They're cheaper than laptops. They're kind of like laptops. They're, what are they called? I forgot what they're called. They're some type of book. Chromebooks. Now, I guess they work the same as like your cell phone as far as like with the, Google Store and all that. So I should be able to get, some things that I was using for video editing, and I might get one of those down the road. But until then, my videos aren't going to have little, music and stuff that, well, it did with the Amazon. But you're able to hear me, or at least that's what people have been telling me. So, that's a good thing, right? And I got it on a tripod, so now I can start doing stuff and showing you things I actually do in the little workshop. Anyway, don't buy anything Amazon. It's junk. And it's restrictive. And I don't like being restricted. Matter of fact, a lot of you preppers out there, why are you preppers? You don't like being restricted. That's why you're stocking up on the freedom seeds and boomsticks. You don't like government restriction. You don't like corporation restriction. And Amazon Fire 8 is a corporation restriction. And it's junk. I mean, this camera works great. And when I upload a video, it seems to work wonderful. Now, that's to start with, okay? Let's talk about something. Let's talk about how people in the prepping community, there's certain people that do like to get religious. And I'll tell you, you gotta realize there are other religions out there. A lot of you guys are straight up Christians, and that's not saying, there are people out there that are atheists, and I know you guys try, but, there are people that don't believe in Jesus. If you're Jewish, you don't believe in Jesus. I gotta say that. That's one of the main things. They only follow the First Testament, not the Second, okay? Now, I want to talk to you about something a little more important than even that. Alright? We should look towards the past. And I'm not talking conspiracy theory stuff. I'm not talking, any of that. Look to what's real and what's out there. And I'm going to be doing some videos on it. I'm even going to start out with the Kennedy assassination. and why I believe that it was the CIA. I'm going to do some videos towards that. You're also going to see that those videos get censored. Because if you put the Kennedy assassination in, YouTube seems to like to censor it a little. It basically gives you a warning. It's like soft censoring. But apparently any narrative other than what the initial narrative is always seems to be wrong with YouTube. So don't listen to it. You throw out an opinion that YouTube finds a little controversial, and sorry, YouTube and Google, and Amazon are all paid by the CIA. And this isn't conspiracy theory. Look it up. It's out in the open. They work for the CIA. They are in cahoots. This has actually been put out to the public. It's not hidden. They don't hide this stuff. So, you know, you're going to have that. And, you know, all this control is government control. And it is against the First Amendment. When people argue all the time that, oh my God, it's Facebook. Well, no, Facebook's been brought in to our government over the last 4 years several times. You know how you say you won't comply to the shot? Well, Facebook's been complying to the government because they've been hauled into the government. Same with Amazon and Google. And at the same time, they're also employed by the CIA. CIA is very evil. Government is not controlled by politicians. It's controlled by Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Raytheon. It's also controlled by the CIA, and it is controlled by other major corporations. Hate to tell you guys, money talks, bullcrap walks. Why do you think this whole last thing was a hoax? You kind of saw it. They don't care about you. But they do pander to other people. And you saw who those people were. We're supposed to have a free market. This little bit on TikTok. It kind of shows you that it's not a free market, is it? Because it's a gamble for everybody. And Wall Street shut it off when the big boys were losing and the average Joe like me and you were winning. That's called market manipulation. When it's forced. Anything else is just people taking a knowledge that they do get that's open sourced is not illegal. All the stuff that Wall Street did was highly illegal at that point. There's a lot of market manipulation to keep the average person down. And that was shown there. So, I keep this one a little short. So I'm still learning it. Apparently I got to recharge my battery. I got 2 batteries, but I got to recharge it. But, yeah, I'm going to keep this one a little short. Sailing Prepper signing out. You guys have a good one. And I got a little remote with it. This was given to me for a Christmas present, by the way.